If you got a plan and you're confident in the plan, stick to it. Don't wiggle, because if you start wiggling, then people who are potential prospects to join, they say, well, they've changed it 3 times. I'm going to wait to the next version of the national membership and see if it's, less expensive or whatever the case. We never did that. And to this day, our structure is the same. We've changed the pricing, of course, but the structure is identical to day one. As a golfer, you tend to gravitate to places where it's easy and you got everything you want. And here, once they get on campus, they don't have to leave. I mean, you got your cottage, you can go hit balls without getting in your car, you go to the pro shop, you go to the manor, everything you need is right there. And then you have a whole staff of player services people. I mean, it's a perfect setup. I can remember as a youngster, it was hard to find places to play. And we had Green Hill Golf Course that we could play at, but as far as competitions and stuff, it was difficult. You didn't know it at the time. You just played wherever you could, So I made a commitment to myself that if we ever had a good golf course and we became successful enough where we could afford to give up the place for kids to play, we were going to do it. Through OB Sports, we were introduced to the AJGA, American Junior Golf Association, and I had our first event in '07. I think it was an open event. In '08 may have been an open event. And so we did that, get these kids in here to play. And one of the things that I hear a lot about our place from members and competitions, players, competitors that we have is that you think you got it going at Dalhousie, you just don't blink because it'll jump up and get you. And a couple of the reasons for that is if you get it offline a little bit, the average player isn't going to try and hit the green from the rough from 185. So he's going to get out and play. But the accomplished players say, I got this shot. Well, no, you don't.
But you think you do.
But you think you do, because I've had it a million times.
Well, everything you've done has worked, let's put it that way. Well, if you remember a few years ago, I was interviewed by some golf magazine. They asked me my favorite course, and I said, well, it's a tie. It's Augusta National and Dalhousie. And the next day you called me and you said, hey, I saw your interview, and do you remember what your answer was?
I don't recall.
You said, I thought you were going to say like, oh, thanks for including me with Augusta National, but you said, no, you don't have to put them in alphabetical order. When I was even thinking about our conversation today, there's a lot of it that does apply. The way you can set the course differently with your tees, the risk reward, the second shot, the evolution of the terrain. It's, there's a lot there that I wasn't even just being cheeky. It's actually got a lot of similarities, to the way, it makes people feel there. And if you were to look forward 20 years from now, what would you hope Dalhousie still had? What would you hope that people would still see and still feel that will be there 20, 25 years from now?
Well, very thought-provoking question. I think besides the golf course, which is the attraction, if we didn't have the staff that we have, or members or guests were not treated like they expect to be treated, they won't come back. Golf might change, golf balls might change, golf clubs might change, all that type of stuff will change. But after 800 and some odd years, St. Andrews hasn't changed. It's still what it was. And the people that are there respect it, and they still enjoy it as it was originally planned or conceived. We're in the process of looking at the next generation of management, and I would hope that I can do a good enough job to instill into him or her or them, or wherever that may be, as to this is where you don't compromise, and maintain that, and then things will change. Golf course is a living thing. Trees grow, trees die, grass gets weeds, grass gets good. but if the attitude of the staff and how they are received by the members and guests is so important.